お前はもう死んでいる。
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Trevor Plays here, back again with a new live reaction. I'm going full screen this time. Actually, it's just because I noticed that my screen is in the full screen with my normal reactions for, um, uh, for my reactions to nerdcore music and stuff like that. I forgot to change it, but you know what? That's fine because we are here with My Hero Academia. We are here with My Hero Academia, chapter 310. Oh, we're here. We're at 310 chapters of My Hero. God, the story is just amazing. It's just getting better and better. Sure, there are some ups and downs within the story that myself and a lot of the community, a very, very toxic community, but that's just fandoms in and of itself. Um, But yeah, we are here with chapter 310, Masters and Pupil. And we get this nice cover page here with Deku in his new outfit. Um, and it looks like we have 22 pages, so I am looking forward to seeing what happens in this chapter. Um, and yeah, let's see what goes on. See what goes on. Let's get right into it. Okay, we get to see just a random city. There's some people. You monster! You've got it all wrong. Please, leave me alone. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm just scared. Please stop. Yeah, right. You're trying to get us to drop our guard, and then you'll strike. No. You're doing a whoosh thing. Deku jumps in, blocks it. Please, calm down. I understand that it's a stormy night and everyone's on edge, but this woman is not a threat to anyone. Yeah, well, she shouldn't wander around in the dark looking like that. I was slow to evacuate. Okay, so we have another quirk person here, and she has some type of physical quirk because she looks different. Um, okay, well, then they run off. Yeah, well, she shouldn't wander around in the dark looking like that. And we have just this panel of Deku's face where you just see his eyes and in the dark of his mask and stuff like that. And then she goes, I was slow to evacuate. This town didn't experience any major upheaval at first, so I just hid at home and waited for it to all blow over. People started getting hurt here and there, and I was scared. I thought I should take shelter at a hero school, so I ran out into the night. And, well, I'm sorry. Everything so horrible. Everything turned so horrible so fast. And then Deku's flying up with this float quirk, has an umbrella over here. I bet everyone else is just as scared as he's like floating away. I wonder um if it'll all go back to normal. I'll make it so. Huh? Sorry. I'd better get going. And there's a car coming. And it's All Might showing up. Are you okay, miss? All Might, could you get her to a shelter? I can't afford to be around anyone. All Might, huh? Hang on. Take this. There's there's tonkatsu in there to keep your spirits up. Thank you. And we get to it'll spoil before long, so eat up. So then we get the happy face from Deku over there. That's kind of cool. And then ooh, we sting Stain. It's like we've slid back in time to darker days as we're up on a giant like radio tower. Oh no, it's Deku. Okay. Is it Deku? Yeah, it is. It's just his backpack. Okay. Okay, we're seeing the 5th user. Was it Bonjo? Daigoro Bonjo, I'm pretty sure it's his name, or something like that. Waiting with bated breath, hoping not to stand out. Just like back during the advent of the exceptional. Exceptional. Okay. Shigaraki, All for One, Dabi, Doznobu, the League. We still don't have leads on any of them. The authorities don't even have the manpower to properly follow up with the escaped convicts, so the investigation's going nowhere. Yep, the world's easy pickings for the bad guys. With All for One's quirk transplanted into Shigaraki, he was too strong for us to bring down, even with Endeavor's and Aizawa-sensei's help. Unless I draw out One for All's full power, I can't stop any of this. Now, play nice, you two. You have to cooperate with our successor. Inside the One for All realm, before Midoriya woke up, he needs your help to unleash his full power. I implore you, my heroes. And we get the silence of both the 2nd and 3rd users, and silence all around. And then he says, the 5th user, Kiddo, how about you catch up on on some other quirks in the meantime, especially Shinomori's and In's. That way, you can visualize them better when you wake up. That's not the worst idea. We lived through the harshest era. Oh, we get to see the faces of the 3rd and 2nd user. Let's go. The height of All for One's prosperity. An era when his control spread unchecked. Those who were under his control didn't even realize it, but our leader had misgivings about the future. In order to strike back against All for One's control, he gathered allies and fought. And we see a giant scar on the 2nd user's face. And then the 3rd one has his black bandana on there. You were there with us. You saw it all. Yoichi. Yeah. Okay. So he says the name of the 1st user's... His name. Okay. I think it's Yoichi? Yoichi? Okay. Yeah. I sought to bring down your brother and extinguish so many lives in the process. Because in our battle, victory meant life and death. And defeat meant death. Now, you tell us to devote our efforts to one who wants to save our mortal enemy, a boy holding on to such a ridiculous disillusion. A ridiculous disillusion. Such a sad way to see it. Then tell me this. Why on that day, knowing full well of my ties to your mortal enemy, did you reach out to me? Our battle never could have begun if you hadn't taken me from this room on that day. Besides, what choice do you have now? You know this is the only way, which is why you've chosen to appear here in the first place, right? Can that boy really bring an end to all this? Yes. One for All emerged from the will to resist my brother. But the moment you reached your hand out to me was when One for All was truly born. Listen up, boy. Things are bound to move quickly from here on out. Right. And we get to see all of the other... Now we finally get to see the 2nd and 3rd users' faces, and hopefully soon we'll get to figure out what their quirks are. So May 9th, um, so we have a break. That's fine. That's fine. Getting the resolution of finding out what the second and third users look like is a good place to give us a break. We need a break, honestly, and get some revelation here as well, because it seems that it seems the second and third user, obviously they were together, and so was the first. So the first, second, and third users were all together, meaning obviously they were passed down to each other. Um, but then ends is a whole nother story, I guess. But it's pretty cool to see, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this is going. I want to see what these guys' quirks are. You know, what? Who are they? That's the main thing. Is who are they? Um, and I'm really looking forward to finding out more of this. I really like that this is the reason why Deku is off on his own is because he's trying to get the full. He's trying to obtain the full power of One for All. It makes sense. He's trying to be at his best before the time comes to fight Shigaraki again. Um, so it makes sense in a way that him going off on his own would then lead to him unlocking the full power of One for All and you know, being his absolute best. Now the problem is that I have questions about is obviously we have not seen Class A yet, so we have no idea what they have been doing this whole time, and also obviously I'm looking forward to seeing them again. However, the thing is I'm not sure at how much stronger they will be. Obviously, when the time comes, they're obviously going to have to be strong um, to fight the villains. Um, Now, I'm not sure if we're going to get a flashback kind of thing of them training, or we're going to cut over to them and that's when we see them train. Um, Either way, I'm fine with finding that out, and I would really like to see new costumes for everybody. Um, just to see, like, these are now our hero outfits. We're full fledged now. We're going out. This is what we're doing and stuff like that. However, I'm not sure because since Deku left UA, apparently classes are still in session. I'm guessing, so that means that they're still, um, continuing to study and hopefully graduate and stuff like that. And I've noticed that this is kind of taking a Naruto route where Naruto Naruto became the Hokage, but before he became the Hokage, he's been a Genin. He was a Genin throughout the whole story. And then he left, trained with Jiraiya, and then came back, and he was still a Genin. And then he did so many more things, became the hero of Konoha while fighting Pain, and then went and then fought in a war, and then became Hokage. And he was still a Genin the whole time. So if you're going to say that Deku becomes the next number one hero without even graduating from UA, then it's technically a Naruto route where Deku will become the greatest hero or the number one hero or whatever without actually, you know, getting his hero, um, I guess, hero class diploma or something like that from UA, some official documents or whatever. He's not going to get that because he left UA. So, we shall see. I'm not sure how that's gonna deal in because My Hero has mostly action shonen stuff, but then it also has a little bit of slice of life, which is where we get to see the school aspect and some of the other things like that. And obviously, we're not focusing on that right now, but I would like to see it again just to see how they're dealing with this because I want to see like how would the real world, deal with this where you know we're seeing so many um, things happen in this story all around the world, kind of. But borders are locked down, so nobody can leave or enter, and all these other things and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing where the story's going. I'm finally glad that we are here. We're finally seeing the faces of the second and third user, and um, yeah, uh, it is great. I love it. It's wonderful. I love My Hero. Hopefully you guys do as well. Obviously, because you're watching this, but leave some comment or leave some likes down below if you like this thing. Leave some comments down below. What do you guys think of the final reveals of the second and third users? I was actually not expecting the second user to have a big scar on his face, but you know what? That just makes him look more badass, I guess. I don't know. We're about to find out. It looked like. Hold on. Actually, I want to go back to this scene here. It looks like on his arms, he has like cannons or like guns or whatever. Because when we see him like bust into the room of where the first user is, he has his arm up like this, with like the gun or whatever. So I'm wondering if that's his quirk. Maybe not, or maybe it's just like it's kind of like Bakugo's, where he has like these gauntlets things, and they kind of help with his quirk or something like that. Maybe that's what it looks like. And in that flashback here, he doesn't have the scar yet, so maybe the time that he gets his scar is when he dies or passes on the quirk to the third user or something like that, because he doesn't have a scar in the flashback, I guess. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's whatever. But if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe and notification bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys next time.